Our fight's over for now. Since we've got some time, let's go ask Shifu about that sword array.
Is it now one for complaints? Leave it to me. The sword follows my will and wins power in the heavens.
The line is drawn.
What the heavens? Radiant cloud. The sword follows my will and wins power in the heavens! Blazing arc!
We meet again. Did you rest well?
Yeah, it's much more quiet here compared to New Eridu. It's really nice to relax. So, Mr. Peregrine, are you looking through the books here?
That's right. Though the study is covered in dust, there's a couple of ancient texts about swords. As I have nothing to do at the moment, I thought I might as well look through them. Perhaps they'll help jog my memory. So, are you two heading out today?
There's an area here that was just unsealed, so we're heading over to explore it.
I see. Truth be told, today I also plan to head to the area you previously explored. Earlier, I recalled what I was looking for. It was my sword that I've lost, though I know not where. If my lost sword is not there, I'll head to the area you're planning to explore today. If you require my help, please, just say the word.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Peregrine.
I hope you remember who I am next time. Well then, good luck to all of us today.
Not good enough! You should have trained harder! Again!
That voice. And that tiny frame. That's definitely Senior Fufu, right? But why does she look so intense today?
Let's hurry and see what's going on. Watch out, Belle!
Who are you people? And why are you following me?
She looks exactly like Senior Fufu, but way more fierce. Definitely not someone you'd want to mess with.
Staying silent? You're looking down on me. Enough talk then! That you trespassed here shows your ill intent. Draw your sword!
Wait! We're sorry. We didn't come here with ill intentions, and we swear we're not bad people. We just saw you fighting here and wanted to talk.
Very well. I feel no malice from you. This is a secret Tiger Thyron training area. How did you two get in?
Isn't this the Qingming realm? What's with this Tiger Thyron training area? Looks like we've been pulled into her story. Guess we'll just have to play along for now. We meant no offense. We're an investigator and a proxy who stumbled upon this place by accident, and we're currently trying to find a way out. There's a lot of ethereals around, so mind if we tag along? Safety in numbers, right?
You're lost? Simply turn back the way you came and keep walking along the path. Even if you can't get out, you will likely run into my kin. They can guide you. I still have important matters to attend to. I've no time to play tour guide and bodyguard for you. If you run into other Tiger Thyrans, tell them that Grim Tiger has given the order to escort you out. Well then, farewell.
Grim Tiger?
What? You've heard that name before. It isn't my real name, simply a title I use to keep evildoers in check. You are no evildoer, so there is no need to fear me. I must be going. Don't delay me any further.
Junior, I've heard the name Grim Tiger from Senior Fufu when we sparred before. According to her, Grim Tiger was a famous, powerful Tiger Thyran who was active decades ago. Senior Fufu's own Tiger 7 forms comes from Grim Tiger's martial arts techniques, combined with Yunquei Summit's techniques.
So she's from over a decade ago. The timeline's jumped way back. Sounds like she's the wielder of the second blade.
I should have paid attention to Senior Fufu when she told me about her legendary stories. Why was I zoning out at Senior Fufu's soft, fluffy tail? I have no idea how the story will unfold now. Anyway, let's catch up to her and see what happens next.
Master Grim Tiger.
That look on your face. You're totally thinking what I'm thinking, right? With a name like that master's gotta be pretty fierce and intimidating.
But with Senior Fufu's adorable face, it's impossible to take her seriously.
You can't even take down something this weak with all your fancy kung fu. Move! I'll show you how it's done!
I'm spent. I can't keep fighting. Even if we make it past this thing, we'll never clear the deeper trials.
Enough talking! Focus on the fight!
My blade cuts down evil! My spirit soars in the sky!
Down here!
Let this sword array send you away!
There's no way we can defeat it. Let's just give up.
If you came all the way here just to whine, you might as well crawl back home and hide under your blanket. Get up. We're not done yet.
No! That ethereal from earlier already broke one of my arms. I really can't keep fighting anymore. Look, the others are in bad shape too. It's not just me.
That's what happens when you skip your training. Right now is when we decide the fate of our clan. Or do you plan plan to let those short-sighted fools run everything.
But maybe they're right. If this is all the strength we'll ever get as Tiger Thyrans, maybe taking that power isn't so bad after all. Unless we can stay away from the hollows.
Coward! Backing down at a time like this? Look me in the eye and say that again!
Stop right there. I don't know what's going on, but you two need to calm down.
You're the ones who were wandering around here earlier. Didn't I tell you not to get in my way? I already showed you the path out. Why are you still tailing me?
Or just a little worried about you. Would you mind telling us about what happened? Maybe we can help.
This is an internal matter among our clan. It has nothing to do with you. Stop asking.
The Tiger Bane Bell. It's all because of the Tiger Bane Bell.
Hey! Keep your mouth shut!
The Tiger Bane Bell? I've heard of that name from a Tiger Thyran I know. It's a forbidden artifact, one that gains power by devouring its own kin. Is that right?
So some big mouth just couldn't keep a secret? Even that information got out?
The bell was made long ago by one of our ancestors. They were inspired by the Void Hunter's weapons and wanted to create something that could give our clan a power that could rival theirs. But for some reason, the finished bell carried a flaw none of the Void Hunter's weapons had. It could only be activated if we sacrificed one of our own. From the moment it was created, it's been sealed away. But hollow disasters in Eridu have been getting worse lately. For us Tiger Thyrans who go in and out of the hollows all the time, it's a terrible sign. Some elders say the next calamity is near. Although our numbers are growing, we still don't have enough power to fight against what's to come. So they are considering reactivating the Tiger Bane Bell.
That's so unreasonable. No one should have to die just so that someone else can get stronger. A person should never be the price for power.
Seems you've got more conscience than most of my short-sighted kin. The ones who oppose the reactivation of the bell made a deal with the ones who want to use it. If we can prove the Tiger Thyrans can get stronger without the bell, they'll drop the whole idea. That's why we're taking on these trials.
But you keep fighting alone. You even threw your best sword into the deepest part of the training grounds. How are we supposed to beat that final ethereal without it?
We have to shut those supporters up for good. If I used my sword or relied on anyone else, they'd find excuses to drag this out even longer.
But think about it. You're the strongest of us all, and even you failed 6 times. This is your 7th try. Just look at all of your injuries. Is it possible that we just don't have what it takes to protect ourselves without the help of something powerful like the bell?
If you've come to think that as well, just take the intruders and leave. I can handle the fight on my own.
Junior, did you hear Grim Tiger left her best sword in the deepest parts of this place? Maybe that's the sword we're looking for. Let's try to catch up to her.
I must become stronger.
Wait, I get that you're desperate, but pushing yourself like this, it's too much. could you just stop and talk to us for a minute? Maybe we can help you.
No time for that. Besides, I've got to prove I can handle this on my own. I don't need anyone's help. Through the void.
I see edge.
The new pieces are in place.
Split the heavens! A measure of steel slices the world through! Split the heavens! Frost glistens! Let this sword array send you away!
And just like that, she's gone. Let's follow her.
Wait, can we stop here for a moment? When Grim Tiger was fighting just now, I noticed her looking into the distance from time to time. It seems like she was keeping an eye on the weather and landscape. If what Shifu said is true, the weather here is a direct reflection of the Swordmaster's mood. Could there also be a storm in the heart of Grim Tiger?
She said if she couldn't gain her kin's recognition, then the Tigerbane Bell might be used again. That's enough to make anyone's mood as grim as the storm.
No. What I'm sensing isn't just a grim mood. It's more of a darkness that is about to blur everyone's vision, causing her not to be able to see the goal ahead, where her companions are, and what's at the end of that road. I think she may have created this reign for herself, through her desire for power. And in this reign, she no longer needs to think about these things. It doesn't matter if she gets lost, as long as she keeps fighting.
But that would never be the right choice. Countless people have lost their minds, consumed by the thirst for power.
If the body wielding the sword isn't strong enough, protecting companions and eradicating evil is only a pipe dream. I feel the same way when facing overwhelming enemies. I must do everything I can to become stronger. Otherwise, I won't be able to protect you, or everyone else.
Xiaogong, you don't have to carry these burdens all by yourself.
I understand. Junior, thanks to you, I don't have such self-righteous thoughts anymore. If the reason you wield your blade is to protect others, then the moment you turn your back on your companions is when you lose the right to be a swordmaster. I hope that, as a fellow swordmaster, Grim Tiger can also realize this. There are always companions watching and waiting for her in the direction of her blade. We can't let her stray further and lose sight of what really matters. Her heart. That's why we have to catch up with her as soon as possible. many ethereals here. Are they all from Grim Tiger?
That voice. It's... You two, this way! Please, hurry!
Let's finish this quickly.
I do that.
Flip the heavens! Got a trace.
Looks like the path ahead is blocked. Guess we'll have to find a way through the maze. Don't worry, leave it to me.
終わった。あんたたちここまでついてきたんですか。まったく見上げたしつこさですね。
アッコ、今のまま一人で戦っても試練を突破するのは難しいと思うの。最後の試練、私たちにも手伝わせてほしい。
ふん、金の話を聞いておじけづかなかった気概は褒めてあげます。けど私が求めてる強さに誰かの助けなんていらないんです。学校の金は二度と表には出しちゃいけない禁じられた宝具なんですから。私に文句を言ってくる連中を一人残らず黙らせる、そんな強さ以外は何もかも無意味です。
あんたは一族のために戦うことを選んだんでしょ。なのに今は仲間の存在も無意味だって言うの？
口先だけなら何とでも言えます。一族の長たちを説得するには結果が必要なんです。よそ者に理解してもらおうなんてこれっぽっちも思ってませんが、私にケチをつけてくるなら容赦はしませんよ。
私はリンの言う通りだと思う。剣を手にして進む道がもし最初に決めたことと相入れないのなら、それはきっと道を間違えてるんだよ。今あなたの目には戦いしか映ってない。それ以外は戦いのための踏み台になってしまってる。それこそ一番大切にしてるはずの一族のみんなさえ、心の中では仲間を足手まといだと感じた瞬間が何回もあった。違う？
あんたたちの目を見れば分かります。私と同じように強さを欲しがってる人の目です。同類に言われたところでちっとも刺さりませんよ。
そうだね。私たちもあなたと同じだと思う。もっと強くなりたい。じゃないと大事なものも大切な仲間も守れないから。でもはっきり分かってることもあるよ。リンがそばにいるからこそ私はもっと強くなれるの。あなたも仲間と一緒に戦う気持ちを覚えてるなら私の言いたいことがわかるはずだよ。あなたが試練を越えるための道は雨にけぶってるこの景色とは違う。少なくともあなたの本心はあなたのすぐそばにきっとあるはずだよ。
そうなのかもしれません。私はただ圧倒的な力で目の前の何もかもぶちのめしてやればいいんだって思ってました。でもなんだか私らしくないような気もして。
お二人とも、あなたたちの言っていた虎のシリオンの方をお連れしましたよ。
アッコ、大丈夫ですか？ごめんなさい、追いつきたかったんです。でもエーテリアスがどうしようもなくて、こちらの優しい方が送ってくれたおかげでなんとか来れました。
あんたたち、
ごめんなさい、失望させちゃいましたよね。
私たち同じ立場のはずなのに一人で怖くなっちゃって。一緒に稽古してきて一族を守ると誓ったあの時のことは一度だって忘れていません。もし許してくれるならもう一度アッコ、あなたと一緒に戦いたい。
どっちみちその怪我じゃ足手まといですよ。今回の試練は諦めてください。その代わり次は次からはあんたに背中を預けてやってもいいです。わかりましたか？
はい、約束ですよ。
一応お礼を言います。よそ者さん、知り合いでもない私を助けてくれて。聞いた通り剣は投げ捨ててきちゃったし、一人で突破するのは難しそうなので力を貸してくれますか？
もちろん。どんな道を進みたいか自分でちゃんと分かったんだね。
では僕はここに残りましょう。お連れしてきたこの方を守る人が必要でしょうからね。皆さんはどうか後顧の憂いなく戦いに集中なさってください。
これが一族にとって正しい選択なのか正直分かってませんけど、仲間と戦うって決めた瞬間、なんだかつきものが落ちたように感じたのも本当です。さーて、このままあのエーテリアスに目に物見せてあげましょうか。
何かあったらちゃんと私に言いなさいよね。ダオちゃん、はいはい、お手伝いしてあげるよ。
人の力を借りたら私の強さの証明にはならないかもしれません。でも心の証明にはなります。剣を握ってから変わらずにあるこの心のこの身は仲間や一族と共にエーテリアスを、そしてあのガッコの金も、私たちを見くびらないでください。この手にある命奪わせません。
乱れ気味。
剣が邪悪を打ち、この意は天をしのぐ。生命剣気急転を裂く。よっと。 族の剣属性を断つ。生命剣気9点を割く。ほっと白き乾燥の近く雪当たり三族の剣属性を断つ。踏破せよ。
双眼鏡を持ったお猿さんの像、どこで見たか思い出せたわ。
私も思い出したよ。適当館の外、正門に向かって左手側に3匹の猿の像があったよね。作りも見た目もこの像と全く一緒。
適当感。
私たちの宗門のスロノスクというか永飛地区にある拠点のことだよ。あの像に何の意味があるのかずっとわからなかったんだけど、生命圏の秘密と関係があったの？
適当館にこの像があっても不思議ではない。というより文学山のどの拠点にもあるはず。初代宗主が定めた決まりという話だから。とにかく気づかぬうちに像の謎が一つ解けたみたいだ。おめでとう。
この像が本当の姿を見せたのはなんでだったのかな？もう十分戦ったからとか？
何でも戦いに結びつけるものじゃない。いつの間にか修羅の道に踏み入ることになる。謎は明かしすぎても意味を失うものだから。猿が、いや、生命圏が何を試そうとしているのかは自分で考えるといい。
ねえリン、適当館の外にあったあの像、他の2匹のお猿さんってどんな姿だったかな？
確か1匹はヘッドホンをつけてて、もう1匹はメガホンを持ってたはず。
なるほど。修行に専念するため見ざる聞かざる言わざるの戒律を掲げる宗門もあると聞きます。しかし雲岳山ではその掟をあえて逆にしているようですね。見るの猿はいつの間にか元の場所へ戻っていた。では聞くというの猿たちの条件は気になりますね。少し席を外させてください。ここの書斎に手がかりになりそうな資料があるかもしれません。何か分かったらまた知らせます。
なんだか私たち以上に張り切ってるね。本物のお兄ちゃんみたい。何か決めたらとことんやるタイプなんだ。
これで2本目の剣も権威として取り込まれたね。最後の1本はこの像の裏か。
そうだね。それで生命圏の対象を抑える方法がわかるはず。
大丈夫だよ俊子。これまでだって一緒にここまで来れたんだから。どんなことがあっても私がそばにいるからね。私たち昔の剣士たちの物語を体験してどんな選択をしてきたか見届けてきたけどさ、これって私たち自身にとっても自分で選んだ運命を自分の足で歩む勇気になるんだと思うよ。
ありがとうリン。生命圏がどんな答えをくれたとしてももう覚悟はできてる。でも今は休もっか。次に備えて力を貯めとかなくっちゃね。
それで私を呼び出したのはなんでかな？
師匠、あの二人にも僕にもまだ何かを隠していますよね。この場所の秘密、そしてあなた自身のことも。
へえ、察しがいいね。この書斎を好きに探らせたのは失敗だったかな。
正解だったようで何よりです。であれば一つお願いがあるのですが。
残り2匹のお猿さんは一体何を意味してるんだろう。
考えがまとまらないなら別に焦ることもない。天気もいいし、しばらく休んで私とシャンチーでも誘おうか。
俊子、何してるの？象の仕掛けを解こうとしてた感じ？
リー、いいところに。先に行くにはこれを解かないといけないでしょ。だからちょっと考えてたの。
ちょっとか。3時間をちょっとっていうならね。
ちょっと師匠、それ言わないって約束だったのに。
2人で考えてみよっか。相当難しい謎だと思うけど、もし簡単だったら音楽さんの先輩たちがとっくに解いてるはずだもんね。
分かったぞ。皆さん、この像の意味が分かりました。
渡り人さん、謎が解けたって、その目の下のクマ、まさか一晩中調べてくれてたの？
いやいや、古い書物を漁っていたらついのめり込んでしまって、気づけば夜が明けていたというだけです。どうかお気になさらず本題に戻りましょう。雲岳山の古書の中にこんな一節がありました。生命剣これ、取る陰を目に映し、取る科を耳に聞き、取る心を治めるものなり。そして別の書にはこうも記されていました。天は変じて陰を追い、地はなりて科を結ぶ。諸藩の陰が剣を取りて先人にたたば、これを心に収む。師匠から聞いたのですが、お二人は以前天候が変わるところを何度か目撃したとか。
なんでかな。つい足を止めて天気が変わってくところを見ずにはいられなかったの。そうしたら誰かの戦う覚悟が伝わってくるような感じがして。
僕はそれこそが天は変じて陰を追いを指すのだと思います。となれば次は地はなりて科を結ぶですが。
そういうことだったんだ。でも次は地面が鳴る？そんな仕掛けここにあるかな。
鐘、そういえば前の2つの領域にも鐘があったの。あれならどう？思いっきり響かせたら地はなりてって言えるかも。
おっしゃる通りです。僕の方でもこの一帯を隅々まで調査しましたが、怪しいのはあの2つの鐘くらいでした。もし僕の推測が正しければ、あの鐘を鳴らした時、この謎の続きが明かされるはずです。
一人でよくそこまで推理したものだ。面白い。合っているかどうかはあなたたち自身の目で確かめるといい。
でも私もちょっと見えてきてた気がしたんだけど。そう、もうそんなに分かってたんだ。今はそんなこと言ってる場合じゃないわよね。2つの鐘のとこに行って確認しましょう。鐘にたどり着くまで気を抜かないで。エーテリアスが出るかもしれないし。鐘にたどり着くまで気を抜かないで。エーテリアスが出るかもしれないし。天に立つ。雲を照らせ。雪明かり。 心合一。これは見たことないよ。こんな空間が変わってって。
今までにない速さでフォローが広がってます。このままじゃエリートが。
最悪だ。最悪が来たぞ。言っただろう。学校の金を使わねば道はないと。
黙ってください。あんな力に頼らなかったからこそ誇りを捨てずに今日まで来れたんです。
何を言っても遅い。どうせ皆ここで朽ちるだけだ。だがそうだね。あの宝具を使わずに済んだ歳月は悪くなかった。あっこはまだ生きているのか。
剣を持ってみんなを助けに、命に変えても子供だけは逃がすと。結局いくら修行してもフォローの前にはあんなに頑張っても。私も子供たちを守りに行きます。きっと彼らが一族の未来の希望になってくれるから。
剣に立つ。流行よ、暁を照らしなさい。
There's still quite a distance to the bell. Let's be extra careful. There could be ethereals along the way. What's happening?
The space around here is shifting. We've never seen anything like it.
Commander, are we really doing this? After all these years, Big Pond has saved us so many times. I know that, but think carefully. This peaceful era has no place for someone like him. His swordsmanship is on a completely different level. The higher-ups don't want him to become a problem later on.
Is the world through?
You feel it too, right? Just imagine if one day he turned from ally to enemy. It would be terrifying. Even so, just leaving him in the hollow like that feels so... You really think someone as strong as him would die so easily? I've thought this through. I feel bad too, of course. But if we want to keep our place in the newly built Eridu, we have to follow orders. Next time there's a mission in the Hollow, you can be the one to tell him. Some people just aren't meant to stay allies forever. I understand. If it's for the future of the rest of the crew, then I'm sorry, Big Pon.
Flip the line! The line is blocked.
Not bad. Congratulations. You've taken another step forward. This monkey that just appeared is proof of it.
Look! The monkey with the headphones just appeared! To see the growth of other swordmasters with my own eyes, to hear their final cries with my own ears. Is that the purpose of these puzzles? This is the fate of those who wield this sword. Qingming's sword. Is that what you've been trying to tell me?
It's so sad. I never could have thought their stories would end up like that. Even after overcoming their inner demons, they still lost everything. One, their companions. The other, their kin.
Yes, fate was cruel to them. But I think, even if they could choose again, they'd still take the same path.
What makes you think that, Xiaoguang?
I'm just guessing. But to me, a sword wielder's resolve doesn't come from how their story ends. I saw their fear and confusion, and the strength that let them fight through their uncertainties. That was the cause of their resolve. I also heard the echoes from their journey's end. Although their fate strayed far from what they once hoped for, their choices still changed the world in small ways. Cause and effect are never truly equal. If I drew my sword only to chase an outcome, then the sword well burning inside me right now would never be this alive. Their sword will existed only to carry out their convictions and the will of humankind itself. Even if the ending is bitter, a sword swung for one's heart will never be meaningless. And the Qingming sword, it holds the stories of countless swords, the memories of numerous sword masters. Maybe it isn't as cruel or heartless as we thought. The birth and fall of each swordmaster in Eridu's lengthy history are all merely fleeting moments. It alone bears witness to every shattered fragment, and it alone has the power to forge a world that belongs to the sword itself.
An interesting perspective. Then tell me, Ye Shunguang, After witnessing the causes and effects of other swordmasters, have you found the resolve in your heart to wield the sword?
Yes, at first. I came here only to find a way to resist the Qingming sword's corruption. But inheriting it, that's the path I chose. And I don't want my journey to become a meaningless pursuit of mere survival. Even if it all ends with nothing, that's fine. I want to wield this sword for the people of New Eridu, for the countless swordmasters before me who once shone brightly, and for everyone who walks this world without a blade in hand. I'll wield the collective will of those before me to carry out my own justice and duty. The Qingming sword's wielder was never meant to stand alone. These blazing sword wills stand with me. That is my sword will, the proof of the heart that guides my blade.
This is the last monkey. Could it be that what you just said was accepted as the answer to the final puzzle?
No, I don't think there ever was a real puzzle or answer. The Qingming sword simply reflected everything it had seen and heard. It was its way of speaking to me. Maybe all it wanted was a wielder who wouldn't let down all the sword wills from the past.
Since you've already come this far, allow me to lend a little help. And let me see how much you've grown since last time, Xiaoguang.
Okay, Shifu. Frost Scorpion! Radiant Clouds!
It's ethereal. It's the one that gave you such a hard time before. So, do you think you can take it down now?
The sword is no longer lost in doubt. I'll use my sword will to cleanse this place of evil. Disciple of Yankuei Summit, keeper of the Qingming sword, Yeshengguang, ready for combat!
Watch closely. This is the real deal.
A measure of steel slices the world through. Split the heavens. Radiant clock. The Qingming's might rends the heavens.
The three of you arrived just in time. You didn't interfere with my absorption of the sword will's power. You got to witness the moment I gained my new power.
Mr. Peregrine? Why would you do something like this? No. Who exactly are you?
Junior, we thought the sword in the third area was tied to a swordmaster called the Peregrine, but it seems we were seriously wrong. Senior Inhu, Senior Fufu, every famed swordmaster we've encountered so far has taken on the face of someone we know. That made us fall into a pattern of assumption. But we've overlooked someone else who also has a familiar face and knows everything about mastering the sword arts, only because she claimed to be a guide of the Qingming sword. Shifu, you're the one we've been searching for in the third area, aren't you? You were also once a wielder of the Qingming sword.
That's right. You don't seem very surprised. Looks like you have already considered this possibility.
The extra fourth person, the one who intentionally borrowed the name Peregrine. Brother, no, shiyuan, is it really you? I had a feeling it was you. Every time we had a real fight and I called you by your full name, you'd cover up your nerves with a cough like that.
Do you really have to call me out at a time like this, Xiaoguang?
You've always been a powerful swordmaster. Your body and soul have been the same from the start. But if it's true that no outsiders can enter this realm, then you're not the real Shiyuan.
Correct. The real Shiyuan is probably wandering somewhere in New Eridu as we speak. I was born from the Qingming sword's power, a being that inherited his memories and personality.
So you've been pretending to have lost your memory this whole time? Since you've taken the sword we were searching for, what are you planning to do now?
No. At first, I couldn't remember anything. I only had a vague feeling that you all looked familiar. But as I read through the ancient tomes here and listened to your conversations, everything slowly started coming back to me. Yunkui's summit, the Qingming sword, Shifu, Junior Bell, my only sister, and the curse that binds her. And then there's the truth. That I'm not the real Shiyuan, but merely the embodiment of his memories. I was disheartened for a while. But soon I realized that the real Shiyuan would never have been allowed to enter this realm. There are some things here that only an echo of memories like me can do.
Things like taking the 3 swords from us?
If gathering the 3 swords is your trial set by the Qingming sword, then if someone other than you, say me, were to gather them instead, what do you think would happen? I'll get straight to the point. Based on my own investigations, I believe the Qingming sword would acknowledge me as well. And if that happens, then the real Shiyuan in the outside world would take your place as its new wielder.
Replacing Xiaoguang as the Qingming sword's successor? That's a crazy plan. Besides, you're just Senior Ye's memory. How could something like that even be possible?
He's asked me the same question before. The people in this realm aren't real, but their memories, personalities, and swordsmanship, all of it is identical to their true selves. And since the real Shiyuan is still alive, his theory is plausible. Though, I only know slightly more about the Qingming sword than you do, so I can't be completely sure. Let's say there's a 70% chance?
He asked you about this before? But as a former wielder of the Qingming sword, would you really just let him go through with this plan?
Why not? Besides the 3 swords in their trials, the Qingming sword also chose to recreate your brother here. There must be a reason for that. And now it seems that he is your final trial. Just my own thoughts, but I've been watching you two from the start, and this all feels like a regular sibling spat. You should just have a fight, settle it, and no hard feelings after that.
Shifu, please don't add fuel to the fire. I can achieve my goal without hurting anyone. Anyway, I've explained everything. Xiaoguang, Junior Bell, release the sword will from the other 2 swords, okay? My body can withstand the Qingming sword's power just as well. I can absorb them safely.
Brother, we talked so much during the last battle. I thought you understood and accepted my choice. I thought you had embarked on your own path.
That might be true for the real Yijiang. But people's obsessions are not so easily deterred. Not to mention that this is your only chance right now. Xiaoguang, I know you can't accept the idea of leaving the Qingming sword unclaimed. You fear it could bring disaster to the world. But only if I inherit it will it no longer cause disaster, and you won't get hurt. I understand your determination. But I still hope that this is the end that we aim to achieve. You'll be saving yourself and New Eridu from destruction.
Do you still remember what I told you, brother? From now on, let yourself be happy. You mentioned the future of New Eridu and me, but you didn't say anything about yourself.
Of course I remember. Are you saying that by making this decision in his place, I'm stealing the real Yijiang's happiness? I don't see it that way. If the real me were to wake up one day and find himself as the new wielder of the Qingming sword, he might feel uncertain at first. But I know in the end, he would thank me for everything I've done in this realm.
I'm sorry, brother. I thought I had already fully understood what you were thinking. Maybe after I leave this domain, I'll need to have a long talk with you in the real world. Shifu was right. We should just fight, settle it, and have no hard feelings. Silly brother. If you want this sword, then you'll have to take it from me. Just like when you first started practicing the mystic arts and tried to get Banrei Shifu's prayer beads. You really thought you could do it.
Hey, enough! Are you seriously going to call me out like that in front of Junior Belle? Do you know how embarrassing it will be the next time I see her in the real world?
It's okay, Signoria. I'll just pretend I never heard that.
Forget it. After seeing what you've done here, I already had a feeling what your answer would be. But a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save you from the curse is right in front of me. There's no way I'm backing down. Shifu, Junior Belle, stand back. She's right. We'll sort this out with our swords, not our words.
You don't have to tell me. I wasn't planning on stepping in anyway. Come on, Belle.
The sword will I just absorbed has restored my strength to its peak. Don't think I'm going to be an easy target, Xiaoguang.
The harder the fight, the clearer you'll see my resolve. Draw your blade, brother!
Come to think of it, it feels like forever since we last fought with our minds intact.
It's kinda messy.
Back then, you were still that kid who relied on me for everything.
You said it yourself. That was a long time ago. I'm not the same little girl anymore, brother. Besides, we already fought once when you were under control. And you lost that one.
Is that so? Then keep up that confidence and give it your all. If I were the real Yijiang, I probably wouldn't be so fixated on fighting you. The real Yijiang has already accepted that you'll always carry the Qingming sword. But that's not truly what Yijiang wants. My very existence proves it. Deep in my subconscious, I've always hated that sword. I've always waited for the day you'd finally be free of it.
I know. Because I met you here again. I realized that I can't ignore what's inside your heart. Your innermost feelings. Brother, does my growing up, my choices, make you uneasy? Or confused?
Why are you asking me that?
At first, you felt like a stranger to me. But now, I think this version of you is the real Yijiang. If that's the case, then as the little sister you once protected, it's my duty to face what's in your heart. Through my sword, I'll show you my resolve.
meaningless. Grip your sword tight. The fight's not over yet. Don't look at me like you've already won!
It's over, brother.
No. It's not over yet. I can still fight.
Enough. Give up already. Even if you're just a memory, I don't want to keep fighting you anymore.
You found your own sword, Will, in front of that statue. But I still don't understand. Does every sword master need such a thing? I never believed any will was worth holding on to if it meant I had to turn a blind eye to your suffering. The truth is, I've known for a while now. Whether it's strength or willpower, you've long surpassed me. There's nothing left that I need to do in your place. You're perfectly capable of taking care of yourself. The you who once sought my protection is gone. I'm the one still stuck in place, clinging to the foolish dream that I could keep you safe with nothing but my own strength. By the time I realized it, you were already far beyond my reach. The only thing left I could do for you was to bear the curse in your stead. Xiaoguang, call me what you will. Stupid, stubborn, it doesn't matter. Just give me the last two swords. I can't let this one chance slip away. I can't live through the nightmare of losing you again.
This is the path I chose, and I'll fight for my own will. That's why I can't let you take my place. I'm sorry. You've always been so kind that, as your sister, I never really saw what was in your heart. I thought you had accepted my choice to inherit the Qingming sword without reservation. It wasn't until we crossed swords that I realized how much it hurt you to see me take up the Qingming sword. Somewhere along the way, we stopped understanding each other. Do you still remember my favorite osmanthus cakes from that one street corner shop? There was one time I secretly bought some for myself, and a thought crossed my mind. These cakes are so good. I wish I could share them with my brother. But thinking about it, that was something I liked. I realize now that I never actually knew what your favorite food was. Just like I never really knew what your hopes or dreams were. So today, I want to hear all about you, brother.
Osmanthus cakes are a little too sweet for me. I think I prefer egg yolk pastries.
I see. Then you'll have to bring a box of those the next time we eat together. I want to try them with you. And when that day comes, don't ever talk about dying in my place again. That's not the sword will you're meant to find, nor the path that could ever bring you happiness.
But Xiaoguang,
It's all right. You don't have to say anything. Whatever it is you're searching for, I know the road ahead won't be easy. But I believe in you. I know you won't lose yourself, and you'll find something new along the way. I know you will. Because you're my brother.
Is that so? Xiaoguang, in the end, I'm just a piece of memory. You should save those words for the real me when you get back. And see if you'll be like me. Completely powerless against you. You've grown so tall.
I finally got to see him truly smile. I wonder if he really let go.
Breaking out of that overprotective sibling phase isn't easy. I speak from experience. He probably just needs some time to figure it out. Anyway, Xiaoguang, you did well. Now, go turn the final sword into Sword Will. After that, you should gain further recognition from the Qingming sword. I'm curious myself to see what it'll give you. As for me, I am merely a memory fragment that exists in this place. My role here is done. This realm will probably hold for a while longer, but then it will be time for us to part ways.
Wait, about your true identity. Are you Yishuan Shifu's sister, Yijiang?
How did you figure that out?
It was just a hunch. I thought if you're the memory of a former Qingming sword wielder, then maybe you're Yijiang. Yishuan Shifu told me about you.
Just a hunch, huh? She really took in an interesting disciple. Now, I'd love to keep chatting with you all, but Belle, you should go with Xiaoguang and uncover the secrets the Qingming sword is trying to show you, while this realm still exists. Oh, and your Shifu. How is she doing these days?
She's doing great. She became the High Preceptor of Yunquei Summit, took in many disciples, including us, and spends her days helping the people of Weifei. She's the best Shifu we could ask for.
I see. I'm glad to hear that.